Hey guys, once again, I am here hopefully to break the boredom caused by COVID around the world, the hotness here in Italy, and the rainy season in the Philippines. Okay, for today, let us talk about something light yet bubbly. Let us say the most common topic that we have under the sun is love. But when love is too much general, let us make it more specific. Let us talk about relationships. Okay, so under relationships, we can focus on individual differences, how to cope up or how to handle individual differences in a relationship. Yesterday, while I am thinking about this topic for today, I sent messages to some of my friends, and thank you for those who responded and shared me their ideas on how it is to cope up or to handle individual differences in a relationship. Start with a male perspective. I have here a message from my kumpareng Gilbert Salazar of Lipas City. He asked me as well, bakit nga ba pinagsasama ang mga magkakaiba? Actually, parang Gilbert, after 18 years, almost 18 years of being married, hindi ko pa rin nasagot yan hanggang ngayon. Let's just be fair enough and matured enough to consider that everything has a reason. It's either I could learn something or I have to teach something. Okay, so Maring Gigi, I want you to see this message coming from Paring Gilbert. Our next one will be coming from my former favorite teacher, Mrs. Sonia Edgar. She wrote this way: I deal with differences in a relationship by accepting that no one is perfect. Right? I think everybody would agree with that no one is perfect. Our third perspective is coming from another teacher, Mrs. Florida Paradero. She said, dealing with differences is something that I have mastered in my life. Let me go back to another male perspective. I have here a message from my best friend, Edgar Lilo of San Vicente de Paz City. He said, differences are the main reason of our arguments. But it doesn't mean that because of these differences, one is always right and the other is always wrong. And he added, para lang yung pagkain. Hindi lahat ng masarap sa akin is masarap sa'yo. And hindi kita pwedeng pilitin na masarapan ka doon sa mga bagay na nasasarapan ako. As simple as that. Our next is coming from Manitoba, Canada, Mr. Carmelo Sinohin. And he stated, love does not come easy. It's a game of give and take. Now, let us have another female perspective coming from Mrs. Agnes Peña Caraig of Florence, Italy. She stated that the most important thing is we should know our boundaries. We are all human, two different people with two different minds. So acceptance is the best way to cope with differences. Another masculine perspective coming from my high school batchmate, Mr. Jet Joselito Pananigan of APC Lending Company. He said, pag gusto mo, wag mo nang hayaang mawala pa. Minsan lang dumating ang mga ganyang pagkakataon. Let us now proceed to another feminine perspective. This is quite a romantic one. I have it here from my dear kumare, my friend since high school, Mrs. Saidalin Rodelas Solis. And she said, it's all about how much you love the person. If you really love the person, you are willing to adjust and give everything for the sake of the relationship to work. It can only be measured through the test of time. Our next will be coming from another teacher, Mrs. Mary Jean Tolentino Estacio. She is one of my best friends from college. And she said, make adjustments, widen your understanding, and accept that there are things that you cannot change. Our next would be coming from another educator based in Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken. Her name is Mrs. Ina Aguila Manala. And she said, huge open-mindedness and understanding, total acceptance and prayers, and an open communication will help you to cope up with the individual differences in relationship. I have here Mrs. Laila Katakis Bisigan of Banco de Oro, and she said, you have to have the acceptance and learn to discuss things which could be fixed and the things that you need to let it be. We have one from my close friend when I was in high school, my kumaring Rona Cruz Pia. She said, total extra super patience, acceptance, and willingness to work on the differences. Another one coming from Twinkle Dimaano of Singapore. She said, respect those differences and it should be give and take. Someone from the Department of Social Welfare and Development. I have here my elementary classmate, Rosel Dimaano de Ocampo, stated that respecting each other is one of the most important in every relationship. From San Vicente, Lipa City, the sister of my best friend, Reynalyn Lailo Makatangal. Sabi niya, mas ako ang nag-a-adjust para mag-meet kami sa gitna. Pero pag napupuno na ako, sinasabi ko, madalas kasi insensitive ang mga lalaki. Okay. May tama ka. Madalas. Someone from Florence, no, not Florence, from Pisa, Italy. Mrs. Greta Lopez Mendoza. She said, if it comes to differences between her and her friends, it sounds like they do brainstorming of stating their ideas and plans, advising and suggesting, but at the end, out of those differences, siya pa rin yung magde-decide kung ano yung para sa kanya. Ba? And when it regards to her and her husband, sabi niya, pag hindi nakuha sa usap at naririndi ako, hindi na lang ako umiimik. So, it's something like dealing the differences in a mature way. Right? Okay. Another one coming from Varese, Italy. I have Mr. Marlon Martinez. He said, to cope it up, you need to give and take. And you need to treat each other as barkada, kapatid, and girlfriend. Now, let's sum up all those opinions about how to cope up individual differences in a relationship. First, acceptance. We have to accept who we are first before we can accept who they are. Okay? The second is respect. Respect the differences, for we are created unique. The third one is proper communication. Right timing, proper tone of voice, and the focus on discussing the problems that you want to solve. The fourth one is give and take. Okay, so do not be selfish. Always remember that it takes two to tango. And let me just add another important word, the word compromise. For the relationship to work out, we have to learn how to compromise. We have to agree. We have to have the settlement, and most of the time, we have to lower our expectations, okay? Because we cannot get all that we want at all time. Okay, so relationship is really a big investment in all aspects, emotional, social, physical, even financial. We have to invest our time, our effort, and even the intellectual aspect. Okay? So, good luck to all of us in this world wherein we cannot live alone. We always need to have a relationship with someone different from us. So, from this episode, I hope it reminds you that we need acceptance, respect, proper communication, give and take, and compromise. So see you on my next episode for my YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.